got a new collar for her birthday, I see. And here's her new toy. Giant squid versus cat, 1. Giant squid, 0. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I hope you're having an amazing day. As always, I started my day off with some coffee, cuddling with my pets, and then going straight to ballet class. I obviously had something to eat before. It was pretty light, mostly because we don't have anything in the house and I'm actually alone this weekend, so this vlog is just going to be me and you. Steve was away this entire weekend on a fishing trip, and even though he was away, I really did not feel alone with you guys, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know this is really early on in the vlog and I usually save the sappy sentiments until the end, but me, you, the camera, it just felt like I wasn't alone this entire weekend. I obviously still had my furry friends with me, and I really took this time to be with myself, explore nature, you know, read a little bit, enjoy my alone time, because honestly I have not had a lot of that lately, what with work and dance schedules and tutoring and pretty much everything in life in the summer, and I really felt myself get overwhelmed. I could feel and sense that I wasn't myself. I was just getting upset and I was getting very short-tempered over small things that really didn't matter, and I would get stressed out over the tiniest little things, and I attribute that to being overworked, but also not having enough time to myself and to have self-care. And like I mentioned in my vlogs before, self-care is not necessarily buying the most expensive cream and doing the most increasingly slimy face mask that costs $30 at Sephora. No, it can be just taking time to yourself, by yourself, reading a book, doing something that you enjoy that's going to ground you back to reality and set you apart from all the worries that you have in your mind. I don't know if that made any sense. Comment down below if that resonates with you. But yeah, I really enjoyed these few days with you guys, and again, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Sadly, Steve left pretty early the following morning. This would have been Thursday because I know I had the day off from my retail job on Thursday, but I taught for an hour and a little bit in the next town over, which meant I had the whole morning to clean, and that's exactly what I did. I mean, look at this mess.
Well, I guess I'm getting a new tripod today.
Somebody got a little bit wet. So what I love doing when I'm doing chores is put my AirPods in and listen to a bunch of podcasts, and I love listening to Call Her Daddy. That's actually what I listened to this morning. I listened to the interview between her and Emily Ratajkowski. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Doing this honestly just makes the task go by 10 times quicker, especially when it's something as mindless as vacuuming, because you don't have to put 100% of your attention on it. It's not like other chores, but I just like listening to different various podcasts such as Call Her Daddy, or Emma Chamberlain's podcast, just something that's relaxing, motivational, but also entertaining. Also something that doesn't require a lot of brain capacity, because all I want to do is just, as Steve and I would say, cathart, even though that isn't a verb, but you know what I mean. It's just cathartic. Because we're doing so many renos in the bathroom, a lot of our stuff is kind of accumulated in the house in many different rooms, like this beautiful mirror, which I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but I really like it, and I think it would look really nice either like painted or just kept the same way, just somewhere else. But it just is absolutely too cluttered over here, you know, especially with the bed next to it. It's just like you get up and you're like, dang, I didn't want to look at myself first thing in the morning. Don't know what to do with it. We also have this mirror over here. And by the way, my room is a mess. And people on TikTok always ask for a room tour. And I never give a room tour because the only part I show is kind of this area when this is clean. Because it literally looks like this all the time. But I guess that's it for relatability. But anyways, I am going to go on a walk with Elsa. We're going to go to Bell Falls, which is like a campsite and maybe an hour away. So we're going to drive there, and then we're going to get lunch on the way home, probably from Tim Hortons. But yeah, this is the outfit I'm going to wear because it's so freaking hot. Some pants because I don't want to get a tick bite or anything. And then I'm wearing this sports bra from Kaz Designs. I lost the little tie thing that it comes with. Update, I found the little tie thingy from Kaz Designs, and I'm going to wear it. I feel pretty cute. I also ran out of makeup, so that's why I'm doing the no makeup look for now. I might pick some of that up tonight while I'm in town because I'll visit my mom after she's teaching at the dance studio, and she's right by the mall. Let's go on a little walk. I also haven't talked to the camera today or yesterday, which feels really weird, but I've just been, you know, enjoying life. Steven left for the weekend. I'm completely alone. This weekend, he's back on Sunday, which is when this vlog will be out, back when I put this out. Which is great because I'll miss him lots, but it's also a good opportunity to kind of reflect, take some time to myself, read a book, get some things done that I otherwise wouldn't get done if he was here. Like usually when he's here, I mean, when we live together, we like to spend a lot of time together because we live together and that's what you do when you live with somebody. But since he's not here, that gives me opportunity to get some things done. I don't know, deep clean some things and work on some of my stuff that I wouldn't have time for. Also, the groundhog is outside. I don't know if you guys can see, he's right there. Are you ready? Let's go. a win for him. Guys, he survived. He's over there. That was a nice sweaty hike, wasn't it, girl? I am on my way to go teach some dance classes tonight, but I'm stopping at my mom's in town, and I thought I'd dress up because even though I'm alone today, I'll put on a cute outfit. And yeah, I'm gonna head out to teach and then stop by my mom's. I'll probably videotape all the kitty cats for you guys and possibly answer a Q&A when I get back home. I don't think I'll be out too long. I'll be home around like 8 o'clock, so I should still have some good daylight in. Also did a little bit of makeup, just some light makeup. Let's do a little fit. The top is from Old Navy, the skirt is from Aerie, and then I accidentally took Steve's ring, so I still have it on, and then I of course have the ring that he gave me, these Midori earrings, and my mom's graduation ring as always. Let's go. Hi guys, I am in my comfies, just got back home from my parents. I have a glass of wine. This is actually a blueberry wine from Muskoka Lakes. It is actually made of blueberries, which I had no idea. I just thought it was like blueberry flavored wine, but it's actually made of blueberries, and it actually stains the wine glass as well as the wine bottle. But I figured I'd sit down with you guys before closing out this vlog and do a little Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me anything, and I have some questions I'm gonna answer for you guys. So let's just get to it. And if you're not subscribed to me on TikTok, it is JASSSOME, and my Instagram is JASSOME. So let's get straight into it. First question, of course, what is your favorite ballet? Definitely Swan Lake, just because I love the movement quality in Swan Lake. I love the artistry. I love the technique aspects. I love everything. I love the music. Tchaikovsky is one of my favorite composers to listen to. So definitely Swan Lake. Nutcracker's the bottom of my list. I'm not going to lie. Swan Lake is definitely at the top. Please make a class on pointe, a ballet class on pointe. That is in the works. I definitely want to release it sometime this fall. I just need to book some studio space when there's free time and do a pointe class for you guys, either on my Instagram or on my YouTube. What do I have to do as a beginner dancer? Help me, please. You have to just enjoy the process, especially beginning. Just really enjoy making mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to be incorrect, because you learn from them. Just don't be afraid. Go into everything with open eyes, open heart, as I always say, and the best attitude. And remember that you get to be dancing. You're not forced to, so don't resent it because your teacher told you you weren't perfect one day. Enjoy it, so fully enjoy it. And you start dancing ballet at 18, absolutely. There's no limit as to when you can start something that you love, especially for a passion. How tall are you? 5'5". Do you think starting professional ballet with 16 is too late? Definitely not. I started professional when I was 14, professionally training at Canada's National Ballet School. I started training when I was 4 years old, but I was doing once a week, and then I started taking it more seriously when I was 14, like a lot of dancers. What is your best advice to attract more people on socials? You inspire me so much. You are so sweet. My best advice is to just stay consistent. I kind of blew up overnight on Instagram, and I gained 80,000 followers. And I lost 20,000 in that process, because I'm assuming a lot of them were either bots or people who wanted to follow for follow. So honestly, just being authentically you, being consistent, and posting what you love. Post what you want to post and what you think you can post long term for the rest of your life. That's how I think of it. I know ballet is always going to be a huge part of me, No, I don't want my channel and my Instagram, my YouTube, or my TikTok just to be ballet. For sure, it's gonna have my life integrated in it because I'm more than just ballet, and I think we're all more than our hobby. But post what you love and what you're not going to be sick of. So if you're feeling like, oh, I have to post what I eat in a day, but you like doing workouts, like just post workouts, you know? I'm tired after work that I can't stretch every day. How can I keep my flexibility? Thanks. I feel that. I feel that on another level or in the same level as you, because at the moment I'm working a part-time job that is pretty much full-time. It's 38 hours a week and it's retail, so it's really hard on your feet and your body, and I'm just exhausted. And I also teach 20 hours within the week, so I'm exhausted and I just try to squeeze it in when I can. I don't stress myself out about it. I don't really follow a routine, especially with my job. It's just so inconsistent in the summertime. It's going to be a lot more consistent in the year, so I can have more of a set workout routine like I usually did this past year. But I would say just whenever you feel motivated to do it, just do it, you know? You're not going to feel worse if you do stretch. And honestly, the days where I get back from work and I know I have to teach a stretching class, at first I'm like, oh my gosh, my body can't. And then I feel better after. I feel more rejuvenated. I feel warm. I feel ready for the evening to actually relax. I've used all of my full capacity in my body, but I've also restoratively exercised, you know? So doing it when you feel it's right, but also if you're somebody who never feels like it's right, try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. If you can, just carve out like 15 minutes within your schedule. And you can't say you don't have 15 minutes when you wake up to when you go to sleep, because I'm sure you do, even if it's at your lunch. Don't worry about looking like a weirdo, because I do that too. I stretch at work. How many years have you been dancing? I am 26 this year, so I've been dancing since I was 4. So that would make 22 years. That's crazy. What keeps you so passionate about dancing, even though you're not a professional? I love this question. I think I'm more passionate now that I'm not a professional. I noticed as soon as I quit, all I wanted to do was dance again. And this always happened when I had a break, like a summer holiday, or I was injured. When you can't do something or you're not hired to do that thing anymore, all you want to do is do it again. And that's how you realize that's your true calling. Like, I know that I'm not meant for anything else aside from dancing. If I hadn't done dancing, I probably would have been teaching, because that's also something I am passionate about. To stay passionate about dancing, it's within me. I can't describe it. It's something that I don't try to be passionate about. It's just, I've always been passionate about it since I was a little girl, since I was watching Svetlana Zakharova on YouTube. I stay passionate about it too because I have that separation with my work now. Before, I used to resent dancing a lot, and I used to resent ballet because I'd be, I have to do this show that I really don't like. I have to be forced to do this thing. Oh, you know, somebody told me I have to be like this. And now that I'm just dancing for myself and I don't have to fit a certain mold, I find so much more joy and happiness with it. So I think that's truly why I'm so passionate about dancing now that I'm not professional anymore, because I'm not associating it with work, if that makes sense. What is your favorite exercise on pointe? Probably pirouettes, especially from the corner, chaînés, piqués, lame ducks, traveling turns by all means. Fouette turns, not at all, but traveling turns, catch me doing all the time. How do we get flexible feet? I have some videos on my YouTube channel, which, since this was on my Instagram Q&A, I will link on my Instagram stories. I am always posting in my stories, so definitely check out my Instagram. I'll put it in the link down below. Again, I'll put a card here on how to get flexible feet, stretching, strengthening, consistency. What type of pointe shoes are you wearing? Gainer Minden, and I switch and fluctuate between Gainer Mindens and Freed Studio Pros. How long did it take you to stretch, strength, and train to achieve pointe? It didn't take me that long because I already had pretty flexible feet, and I was watching, like, I forget who I used to watch. It was a YouTuber, but it was some dancer, I think Dancing with Ali or something was her name. And she would show like how to get flexible feet, how to get strong feet. And I would follow those religiously every single night when I was 13, 14. So again, training, consistency, I was just obsessed being in pointe shoes, and that was my end goal, and I met it. At what age did you start dancing? I started dancing when I was 4, and I went to professional ballet school when I was 14. Which academy did you dance? Canada's National Ballet School in Toronto. Do you have any account recommendations to promote my account without paying? Like I said before, consistency, being yourself and posting something you know you're going to stick to, and also sticking to a posting schedule that ties in with your consistency. When I say consistency, that's different for everybody, and I'm not a social media guru. I was very lucky that I grew so fast, but I don't just attribute that to one post making me go viral and making me gain all these followers. No, I was consistent for months before that, for like 7 or 8 months. I was posting every day, especially on Instagram. I was posting every day, maybe with one day in between, so 6 days a week. Anything on TikTok, I was posting 3 to 10 times a day. YouTube, I post every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and I've never paid for anything. Feet are flexible by nature. They pretty much were, except for my right foot. It wasn't very flexible. Tips for deeper plies. Definitely releasing your Achilles, because I know a lot of dancers get really tense. I know my dancers, students get really tense in their like Achilles and their calves, and they kind of clench and hold, and you have to breathe out. Use your breath. Think of it almost as a stretch, but still use your core engagement, your major muscle groups, your quads, your turnout, external rotators, your glutes, all that good stuff. Hi, I used to be a dancer and I stopped because I had an injury and I want to audition for ballet company. I need some advice. Can you help me, please? Like I say to everybody who asks me similar questions, be patient with yourself and don't expect something overnight. Like really, really be patient with yourself. We start to get in this cycle of beating ourselves down because we don't get something immediately or we don't get a step immediately. As artists, we always do this, and as humans. So really being patient with yourself and being consistent with your training and rewarding yourself when you do well. Like even if you had a crappy class and you don't like feel the best after it, think in your head, well, what went well? You know, try to be more on the positive side of things versus being super negative about what didn't go well. Focus on the good things. Favorite movie? Oh my gosh, this has changed throughout the years. And I'm so happy you asked because it's changed. Actually, no, it hasn't. Corpse Bride is my #1 favorite film ever. When you were 14 or 17, were you only doing dance or other sports? I was pretty much just doing dance. I wasn't really doing anything else. Any common motivations? How to deal with bullying for dancing? Honestly, pay no attention. What does RuPaul say? Give those people no time of your mind or something like that. Don't give anybody any kind of your time. Don't give anybody your time of day if they're negative, if they're picking on you for something that you love, if you're not doing anything wrong and you're not doing anything to hurt them. Don't even give them the time of day and don't even give them the mental capacity in your brain because they're not worth it. They've got their own things going on. We all have our problems. We all have our bad days. Hey, I'm not perfect. I'm sure in the past I've said something to somebody that rubbed them the wrong way. Like we've all done it. But in the end of the day, just remember they're on their journey. I'm on mine. I've got to stay focused on what's good in my life and not give in to the negativity and not let it affect me. And I know that's easier said than done, especially when you're in your formative years, when you're younger. It's much easier said than done. And if you can't focus on yourself, talk to somebody about it. You know, I love that you brought this up in my Q&A because I feel like I can talk to you guys about this because, you know, I've dealt with bullying in the past, right? So at the time I had my mom to talk to. I had my best friend to talk to. At one point, my best friend was my bully, so I didn't have them. Mom, or I had a therapist. So if you have a therapist or you are wanting to go into therapy, but you're too nervous, therapy's a great thing. Yeah, I know a lot of us can't afford it, but if you can, it's great. If you can't, talking to a friend, a teacher, a family member. What's your favorite ballet to perform? Like I mentioned before, Swan Lake. How do you get a better arch on pointe? Like I said before, that video will help get flexibility and strength in your arch. I always compare my body to my friends and I feel bad. Do you do the same? I used to do the same a lot when I was in professional ballet school and it sent me spinning and it was awful. It was terrible. And like I said before, the same goes with bullying. When you look at somebody else's body, don't let standards mostly perpetuated by men and the male gaze take up your mind space because we're all on our different journeys. You know, I'm gonna look different than you're gonna look. And I'm gonna eat differently and exercise differently than you are. You're a whole human being that's completely different to me. And that's what's so beautiful about life. We're just completely different. Look at somebody in class and you compare yourself to their body and look at yourself. There's no point in that. What are you gaining from that? You're just hurting yourself more because I'm sure they're thinking the same thing. I am telling you, 99% of the girls in ballet school are thinking the exact same thing. She's better than me, she's thinner than me, she's blah, 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 blah. I wish I could look like her, I wish I could look like her. They're all doing the same thing. So if you're all doing the same thing, nobody's really looking at you. So why stress yourself out more? And why even cause the stress in the first place? Just focus on yourself. Love your body for what it is. You know, I heard Cass I was listening to today, Call Her Daddy, Emily Ratajkowski, I don't know how to say her name, but she was talking about body image in that episode, and it was really eye-opening because she's somebody everybody looks at online. Every young girl, if you see her, you're like, wow, damn, her body is gorgeous. And then we start that comparison, but she even said she does that. And then it really took her until her pregnancy to realize, wow, our bodies are amazing. You know, I sound so cheesy when I say this, but it's true. Our bodies go through so many amazing things in life, and it's silly to compare ourselves to somebody else. It really is silly. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but focus on yourself, love yourself. And on that note, I'm gonna close off the vlog here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today and hanging out with me. A lot less lonely staying at home alone without Steve when you guys are here. So thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and happy dancing. Bye now.